Nigma and how much he's going to have to do in this game, but I'll be honest, I'm expecting him to have some indigestion, much like Tsunami after his lactose ass was eating a whole tub of ice cream, so.
Yeah. He's fucked.
Thank you, Avery. A man of few words.
That's my one curse word for the tournament. I get one. It's in my contract. I'm allowed to drop one. Otherwise, it's PG stream. So well, that's it. But that seemed like it was a good use.
It was. It was. Am I crazy, or does Nigma just have to like hard win the lanes, otherwise they just lose the game?
They have to win mid.
Right? They pick TA against Puck like you must win this lane matchup because it is favorable.
Sumail needs to channel his 15-year-old energy or go back to TI6, TI5, and just dumpster Mikoto into the Netherrealm, or at least make sure this Puck does not get ahead of him and is not getting power ins, because as the panel talked about, this Puck is going to demolish your backline here. You have 0 stuns, technically. I mean, you have a Sinister Gaze and a Mana Void. Until you get the TA Shard, this Puck's just going to have free reign. So if Mikoto has a good game, I see this really rolling fast for Talon. And I think, if anything, they just control the whole tempo of this game. This is a really slow lineup from Nigma. They have 3 carries, plus a Shadow Demon, plus a Kuroki. Who's a carry player originally. Yeah. That was the implication of that comment.
Okay. So there are a lot of ways you could have taken that comment.
I mean, days are rough for this.
I thought maybe you were talking about. Never mind. I won't go.
I don't know where your mind went. I was just saying, to take me back those early TI days. Kuroki carry Tiny. Spooky territory. I think he's still the only player in Dota who's played every game in Captain's mode.
What?
Yeah.
Every
hero.
Sorry, yes, every hero in Captain's mode. Yes. I was like, you started that sentence, and I was like, oh, he's probably talking about how he's played every hero.
Yes, that's what I meant. Well, he's also played every game.
Every game. My God, Kuro's been everywhere.
He has. He's been in your dreams. He knows when you're sleeping. Knows when you've been naughty or nice. The question is this game going to be naughty or nice for Nigma? It is Miracle Anti-Mage. If I'm going to put money on a hero player combination to carry me when I need it, it's maybe that. As 23
is dead. Yep.
You're gone.
He's going to get burned out.
Level 1 kill. God damn.
That really shouldn't happen.
No, he's just getting disrupted into the beatdown. And that is a good sign here if you're a Nigma fan. Because suddenly you get an extra creep eaten for MC. Slark's going to miss some experience. Always nice on this Slark lane, especially versus a hero in Doom. If you get to that 6 first, you're just going to Doom and kill him. And then you can maybe snowball this Doom into the early auras, which is what I would like to see because your other 2 cores are greedy.
Frost Armor helping Miracle there as he does manage to kill that creep to get level 2 to be able to blink away. That was quite the series of events there. So if they're winning bottom, and they should win mid, because nothing has really changed about this matchup, right? It's still this is an old school matchup, TA versus Puck. You would see it all the time. It's still pretty heavily favored for TA, right?
You just outtrade with a refraction. Pretty hard for Puck to break it. I think the early waves are okay-ish for Puck, but honestly, Mikoto's just going exactly even here, so matchup be damned. Mikoto's just showing up, and that's a decent sign for Talon, because they have the tempo control between the Puck and the Death Prophet. This Death Prophet is eventually going to kick your AM out of top. I don't think you can really prevent it. You can't really bring anybody up here to stop that happening. So it's just a matter of what you can get out of this early game before that tempo hits you like a wall. And Kuroki, my friend, it's looking rough. You do not want to be feeding this Death Prophet extra gold up here. It is not good, especially on a hero like Lich when you're not really winning that lane either.
Yeah, you're talking about how Kuro, knows whether you've been naughty or nice. Much like Santi's giving away presents. Giving away a little extra golden experience to Jabs and Q.
What can you do? It's unlucky, Sometimes you just get caught. This is also a duel. You remember there was a period where Nigma were playing this Lich Ember safe lane a bunch?
Yeah.
They were one of the originators of this idea where you could use Lich to buff up the heroes with magic resist because they're only susceptible to the physical differential. I feel like it's kind of going back that a little bit. So this is a dual lane concept that they're very familiar with, albeit AM's a different hero than the Ember. But basically it's just Pick a hero that gets Miracle through the lane stage, and then he'll carry. I mean, it's an old school Nigma concept. He used to trialing for this guy mid, so he's used to the babysit.
I feel like you've got, now that you say that, you've got 2 core players on this team who did very well off of somewhat similar concepts, which is, you know, just set up this guy for success and he will carry the game. Both Miracle and Sumail had those roles on their most successful teams. 23 is not going to win this fight, I don't think. MC is keeping his distance, and they do manage to pick up the double kill in that lane.
That was cool. That was really close. Like, one more hit, you kill MC there, and then you get an extra stack. But that first blood made the difference.
It makes the difference there, and now it's just going to keep snowballing. Now MC is definitely going to hit level 6 before the Slark. In which case, Talon just, they have to make it up in this top lane. There's no other way about it.
Yeah, mid is not going that well for Sumail.
What is MC doing? Like, he was using the Scorched Earth. Was he trying to CS the Scorched Earth?
Sending a message. Even if I'm in the trees, you're not safe. And
well, the message is...
Oh, the tree!
Oh, that was sick.
The message is dab on the haters. You think I'm washed? You think we're struggling? Hell no, brother.
All right, so for those of you guys who don't know what just happened, he got pounced. He went to the edge of the pounce range, and then he dropped a tree on himself to be able to push himself out of the pounce.
You can do that with kinetic field, too.
Yeah.
And I think the kinetic field one is slightly harder, but this one's, it's still not easy here. Just putting on some
So you
moves.
see that Ironwood branch he's got? Beautiful stuff. Fairly certain he was dead there without that.
Oh, yeah. He's gone. They're going to try and kill him again. They're bringing Makoto down here with the coil rotation, so dancing shoes were on, but not going to save him from this. And that's
get that one, and they actually don't chase for GH.
Yeah, but the thing about this rotation is it's just to get 23 back in the game. Like, they want to give this Slark some extra XP so he doesn't fall behind in that level 6 Doom versus level 6 Slark differential, and then it gets really out of control. So I kind of like this move. It's honestly okay for Makoto. It gives Sumail a lot of time to pull ahead here in the one-on-one. He shoves the lane in, gets a power rune. So this move is not amazing for the puck, but it's pretty nice for a Slark in a lane that was honestly going pretty bad for Talon. So in that sense, I do kind of like it.
The problem is he is still behind in experience. So unless they're going to make another rotation like that.
The thing is, Miracle's not having much better time. In fact, he's having a worse one up here. He is bottom of the CS chart, bottom of the network chart, just getting beat on by these siphons. And this is a triple range creep wave with a catapult and a flag bearer.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's actually better for Nigma, the fact that Kuro is going to die for this, because it gives Miracle a chance to hit all those range creeps.
This is one of the instances where you should not kill Kuroki, and you should go and kill... You should pressure Miracle off that wave. He got 8 CS for free, and your catapult died. Kind of sad for Talon.
Heavy pressure here in this bottom lane. Cutting the creep wave. Talon just huddled underneath their tower.
Still, both carries staying on the lane. Like, that's what's important here. And that pushed Miracle to his Vanguard, so he's a lot stronger up here, whereas 23 still has to push towards this level 6. He's far ways off.
Yeah, with Frost Armor and a Vanguard.
You should have Doom before. In fact, they don't even need it, right? They're just charging in. There's not much to stop this dive.
Yeah, oh, he's just dead.
You don't have a puck teleport, if anything.
And they can keep this momentum to still maybe chase 23 and do a bit of damage to him.
I mean, you have Doom, and he is a long way from 6. Wouldn't be surprised if MC just tries to force it and just Doom him straight up. You do have to think about that puck counterplay, but if you're looking at his teleport being absent on mid, it's just not there right now, and there's no way Jabs wants to go bottom. Then you're just giving Miracle absolute free farm, and you're losing that tower pressure. So honestly, this early game looked like it might have been
on the creep wave. They're going to go for him. Disruption.
I think he's just dead here.
Okay, he hops into the trees, but now he's still going to be hit by some shadow poison. Goes to the TP out. Oh, they got him! That's even worse, because now he's going to die, and his TP's going to be on cooldown.
Damn. Very nicely played. This is like the old MCGH I remember, man.
Yeah,
they're just dominating fools.
And I feel like I have not watched many of their games, but other birdies have told me that MC has really been struggling. He has not looked good.
No, he's struggled in some of the games.
A game like this, I think, goes a long ways, especially since Talon is a fairly strong opponent. There's a reason they got third of the major, and once again, well, not once again, but they topped out the CDBC.
And I like he's just going the auras here on Doom. I think this is necessary for this type of game. Just buff up your other two carries.
Yeah, please don't have a third carry in this game. When you have TA Anti-Mage, yeah, go as many auras as possible.
I mean, Shadow Demon's a greedy support too. He kind of wants a lot of farm. And GH is going to go drum here, so more auras. 23, going to try and get his...
Kodo's here. This is a tanky Doom, though, and Sumail's going to join in on it. This is not an easy kill, not an easy fight. They're going to go for an easier pickoff, though, and Shadow Demon GH, he will fall, and not much that Sumail can do about that, so he heads back to mid.
I have a single Ancient stack for this Dire Triangle, but not a huge amount. GH was playing off the lane pressure.
He got hit by that second TA trap. Sumail is not going to be able to get it.
It's a high kill support if you give it to him. And 10-minute power rune coming up. But Kodo wants it here. He has vision. Won't get it. So that's another good sign for Nigma.
Going back into it. Hit him with the pounds. Q. Again, MC is so tanky. He still has 21 charges. There's no way you're bringing him down.
They TP jabs down here.
Okay, they're really going to try for this one, but they don't have the shards anymore. They have no way to be able to catch him.
He's just out.
Oh.
And now they're going to turn.
Yeah.
This is a disaster of lane for Talon, man.
Ugly.
GH just outplaying him.
Gets hit by a third Shadow Poison. Not quite enough damage, I think.
MC's killing couriers? What is This is like... This is just turned into a clown fiesta.
Styling on him.
I can't believe they managed to bring DP down here. It's so big for their name. I mean, you do get this top tower before Jabs decides to make that rotation, but I feel like now you're just stuck down here, and Miracle has all the space in the world. He's just going to sit top. He's mad chilling.
It's going to go back for the Battle Fury now. Yeah, in a game that you need to be pressuring the Anti-Mage and the TA as much as possible, being in the lane with the one hero
they're gonna try
that is okay to fight right now, the one hero that's fairly durable.
Didn't latch, and you used Exo.
And they're going to throw the coil for this one. I mean, they're going to get the kill because they just threw out everything, including the kitchen sink, to be able to get that one kill. But now it looks like Sumail TP'd into it, and in kind of a bad area to be. His refraction gets burned down pretty quickly. Kuro ends up dying to the orbs. Ooh, wow.
Careful, son.
How many stacks did he? Do you have the full 5?
He had 4. But those the tower hits too.
Wow.
Tanking that aggro. Still, he uses all his siphons. Decent ult. I mean, at least you're getting something out of this if you're Talon. Because if you take that fight and Nigma managed to walk it off, your game is shot.
Yeah, look at them. They're planning to stay. They're stacking up over here.
I mean, they're all stuck down here. There's not much else you can do.
I guess so.
But keep in mind, this whole time is you're fighting this utility Doom while AM is empty lane top. There's nobody up here for Miracle. He's never had an easier lane in his life. This is the break creep farm simulator that the Twitch chat is using.
Ah, yes. Farm and chill.
Farm and chill right here for Miracle. Isn't this relaxing? It's like ASMR Dota version. Doesn't this take you back to
It actually just makes me angry.
Why?
I'm an off-lane player. That sound? I hate that sound. That means my mana is being burned. Everybody says that, oh, the mana burn sounds is so relaxing. No, it's not. It's infuriating, is what it is.
I don't know. I don't know who you are.
Two-man smoke up is going to be able to catch Miracle. But do they have enough damage? It's going to be close, but they do get there in the end. 23 actually even nabs the kill. But bottom lane, they brought so many heroes up there with the smoke. It does leave the Death Prophet exposed. They're going to TP on in here. Jabs. Maybe they could TP in and get the deny. Oh, they didn't get it. MC, though, is still stuck. And wait, the disruption. MC got out because of the disruption save.
No, he didn't have pounce anyway.
Oh, really?
He was out of there no matter what, but it looked pretty good.
Oh, was it on cooldown
from
the
from top? It's a level 1 pounce.
Yeah, I guess so.
22 seconds there. Still, that that AM kill is huge. I think you're okay with trading DP in that scenario. It's good that Nigma are finding his lane. They're continuing to accelerate this Doom to his auras. It's going to be a really big deal. But shutting down this AM tempo is really valuable. They're going to try and poke him again here. They have Witchblade. Probably not a kill, but it's going to annoy him.
Yeah, they got the global silence, so it is a kill.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Coming off cooldown, and that's really nice, because now you didn't need coil for that kill. It is no longer farm and chill.
No, not chill at all.
It is farm and despair.
Very unchill.
Another Exo mid trying to pressure his tier 1. Do you have Deso up for Sumail? So there is some early firepower that can come out, but again, pretty greedy lineup for Nigma. No real initiation. Exo is king right now.
Two-man coil behind the tower. The exorcism is already wrapped up, so they don't have any firepower. You still have a chance to take this tower, though. Finish it off. Nigma not going to be able to stop it. Maybe could have gotten the deny. Sumail a little bit off the mark there.
You just got to keep greeding it up if you're Nigma. You got to try and get these lanes as deep as you can while the group up half from some Talon. They're probably going to get the first Roshan in this game. I don't think you're contesting that one, which it's going to be unfortunate for Sumail if it happens.
Yeah, a TA lineup that can't get Roshan.
It just feels like how the game is going, but maybe if you get enough farm on this Doom, you can just force the fight with the auras before 23 gets to that Ags. It's a pretty decent window.
Radiant are scared.
They're smoking the bottom, looking for the Slark kill plus the tower, but I think they'll just settle for the tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think he got spotted by the Shadow Poison, but he thought there was like a ward or something. He was really scared.
Yeah, might have thought they warded behind the tower. Oh, I'm getting ganked.
Yeah.
That worked for him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Worked for Nigma because they get a tower.
An instant shard pickup for Sumail on this Tempo Assassin. So he is really looking to enable the one tool they have to punish this puck before a defensive item comes out, if it comes out.
It's nice versus the Slark too.
Does reduce his mobility in an early blink or pike, and as we see here, he can just get run down.
Needs some help. What can Kuro do? He's going to throw out the Chain Frost. It's going to bounce around a little bit. Does some decent damage. Makoto is going to die first. And okay, Jabs does manage to get that one, but the neutrals killed him. Oh, dear.
And now Mana Void for Miracle. Absolute disaster for Talon. They get nothing out of that.
Delivered a big kill, the Miracle, on a silver platter.
I will say, those bounces were a little sus. I'm not going to lie. There was a stacked big camp there. And all those bounces went onto Makoto.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't update Dota Plus. Renew the subscription, because what's the year? They get the chain. It goes to... I mean, what is that bounce back? I mean,
yeah,
come on,
that was pretty crazy. There's so many creeps there.
Absolutely brutal. Still, this type of fight is... It's rough. And that's the type of engagement that Nigma want, where Talon are taking it into them. They can play defensive with the Frost Shield, which is still going to be pretty powerful in this early game. And then Miracle is to come in and clean up a kill with Mana Void. That's what he wants. Farm and chill and Mana Void. And chill and farm. A little despair mixed in.
Just to keep things interesting.
I mean, you got to have some spice in life, you know?
Q is stuck here. Has a snowball. Buys him a little bit of time. He could shard block. MC is going to be the one on the other side of things, but can't do anything. Looks like the Battle Fury is done for the NMH.
I think they thought he was snowballed on them. So they all ran back.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm on a creep later. So MC is going pipe as well. He will just double aura it up, which will help since there's no fast BKBs coming out from this Nigma side. You're just going to have the blink for the Templar Assassin and straight Manta for Miracle. Talon are looking to pick up the pace here. Blink for Makoto. The initiations are free.
Drums initiation on Jabs. Turns around, silences them. Something happened there. MC did not... He didn't feel comfortable with that. Something went on there.
Meanwhile,
did a little stutter step. Sumail in some trouble. Miracle once again is going to come in to bail him out. Makoto is low. They get a Mana Void. He's dead. And sure enough, falls. Now all he's going to get cleaned up. 23 did manage to cut in through the side and collect one. Jabs is out with the Exorcism and a lot of Spirit Siphons. Fortunately, they do have that purge to be able to slow him down, and Miracle's committing for the kill. They got the Doom onto the Slark. 23 is dead. Miracle is just cleaning house here. Ultra kill, give him the rampage, and there it is, an 18-minute rampage.
God damn.
What?
Where did that come from? He looks unfazed. It's like, ah, yes, lads, just like the old days.
Welcome back, Miracle.
I mean, Nigma looked pretty damn good in this game.
Radiant's middle tower.
Miracle's honestly one of the best carries in the world at joining fights and making sure he does it in a proper fashion where he doesn't overextend. And it is just doing wonders for him in this game. This is a very active anti-mage. Off a rough laning stage with just Battle Fury VIP booster, he is joining his fights and destroying them.
Yeah, if he gets a full-out Manta, Anti-Mage, a combative Anti-Mage is terrifying.
Or I'm calling it, Nigma are back, Miracle's back. They're going to win this tournament. Right here, it turns around. The whole franchise, it was going through some rough points, but they're about to turn it around off that rampage. Bold claim of the day. Unbiased.
They're currently sitting at a score of 1-5, so a comeback is not...
I mean, 1-5.
That's not entirely impossible.
That ain't nothing. I've seen worse.
I ain't hear no bell.
I mean, positive scores are for bitches, right?
So basically, what we think about it, they have to play 14 games. So you kind of are expecting, like, you kind of want to be able to like get in that like 7-win, 7-loss category.
They could end 9-5.
Just squeak in.
That's a damn good score.
They could end up with a score of 9-5. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but according to you, they're back into their TI7 form. So,
I mean, this game's looking pretty solid, honestly. I like it's also really important that Miracle joined the fights in this game because their lineup's greedy. When that fight comes to them with the Talon tempo that maybe 23 doesn't want to join, they can just outnumber them. And man, he has really good mana avoid targets this game between DP and Puck. These are two heroes that already have over 1,100 mana each. It gets burned pretty fast. Like a single gaze, you get 2 or 3 hits in, pop.
I mean, when Death Prophet like goes into a fight, she's using up you know a healthy amount right away.
And the Frost Shield is also enabling him to go into these early fights because he's really tanky.
Yeah, he can actually survive underneath that Exorcism.
Plus nicely. MC Auras. We have finished Pipe and Grease on this Doom. Nigma are in a really good position. Now, I was thinking they weren't going to be able to contest this Roche. They're in a position where now they're the ones threatening it if you slip up a little bit on Talon. Because you do have level 2 Exo with a Kaya picked up for jabs, trying to amp up his damage power spike as much as possible and force this Roshan. But this is now contestable because of the position Nigma's in.
Yeah.
And Talon just don't feel confident enough to force it. They do have Ags on 23, who's sitting bottom. So this is kind of their power spike as well in terms of level 2 Exo, Ags on the Slark. You have Global to follow up this initiation before the big dispels are there, but Miracle already got to Manta. That's pretty big as well. Can't Global this AM anymore depending on who blinks first. Quite literally blink. Smoke on smoke.
Just gonna get this initiation. Samael showing on the wave. Jab's doing the same here. They found a haste rune for Samael.
The thing is, it's daytime. So you have trap vision for Nigma and no nighttime vision for
Ollie was underneath the trap as they smoke disappeared, and Ollie is going to be the first one to die. Gets off the global silence, and
he has Manta.
The leash there onto the AM. They're holding him into play, and he's just dead. Miracle overextends and dies.
Brutal. Just brutal. Too many things to Manta there. He was holding it, trying to get it at the exact right time, but 23 just with the releash. Too damn good.
And that kill is not enough for them to go into the Roche pit, apparently.
Oh, and now they're looking top on Makoto. He gets silence.
Opts not to jump to his orb. He's going to TP out now. Will be fine.
I mean, that's not the worst case for Nigma, considering the AM dies. Because like you said, you might have just been able to Roche off that level 2 Exo if you're Talon.
Yeah.
The fact that it's kind of even here and you're still farming up a TA and Doom, I mean, it's okay. You'll take that because I think you're confident in your late game.
Yeah, anything that just like prolongs the game seems okay to me.
And now you can go Roche because there's no Exo. That's the biggest downfall for Talon here. Are you contesting this without Exorcism, without Global Silence?
Without even Coil. 10 seconds left on that.
Nigma second guessing it, decide to smoke up and take the jump instead. But the fishy is too slippery.
Hey, he's got the shard too.
It's a good shard this game. You can depth shroud whoever gets doomed or whoever gets jumped with a TA trap silence.
Somebody's about to get dumped. It's gonna be
Yeah,
Q.
got dumped on.
Nice snowball. Buys him a little bit of time. Jab's in some trouble, though. He's been doomed up. Only got so many spirit siphons away. There's the save, though. The shard
That
comes in
shard
from the
didn't
Slark
work.
just in time. Gives him a little bit of extra time to do some damage, but ultimately, it looks like Nigma just really unfazed by any damage that was thrown out by Talon. Like, they were pretty much all healthy. Did any spells hit?
I mean, Pipe Greaves.
Guess so.
Unless you're getting stacked, Slark stacks up, or you have this tag team going to work, which neither happened. No Exo. There's no damage here. Good read by Nigma. Gonna punish Talon really hard for that mid-fight. Even when Miracle dies, he sets the game up for his team. And now Roshan, who will take it? It will be Miracle on the Anti-Mage, of course. And now he's just looking straight into that Abyssal. And this is going to be a good third item Abyssal game. Because he can just blink an Abyssal puck, and that might just end the fight, because he's going to get blown up. Same with this Death Prophet. You do have that Depth Shroud save, you have a Snowball save. You're going to need to put them to work here if you're Talon. And you're going to have to make sure this DP Doom interaction goes your way. If you get doomed before Exo, even during it, going to try and kill this AM.
Okay, Coil 1 plus the Exo. They need more saves. Manta goes off the Global Silence immediately after the Manta. Good timing there. They have the Snowball on top of him. They're going to be able to hit that. The pound's a little bit more, but Miracle is still alive, and he's still at the Aegis to work with. A double damage. Sumail comes in through the back line. Sumail tries to go for the kill on a Q, but he dies. Now it's Sumail who has overextended himself. Maybe that's why you needed 2 carries.
I mean, one is in and one is out.
Yeah.
Not lining it up at all. Miracle did not want to waste the Aegis there, and Sumail misreading the situation. Both carries not on the same page. It's going to cost Nigma some momentum, because I do think that could have been a decent fight for them with how long Talon committed on that Aegis game. That said, that's another Exo usage that gets Talon no map control here. That does feel bad. Man, even Vlad's on this Doom. This feels like the old Nigma too, in terms of like, all right, we're just going to buff up Miracle as much as possible. It's a little weird because you also have this Sumail TA in the game who's like, what about me, guys? Buff me up. Curl says, no. Only one of you can get Frost Shield. But when this AM's buffed, he's pretty terrifying. Vlad's boots of bearing on GH, Frost Shield, Pipe Greaves. I mean, how many more buffs can you get? I guess Solar Crest. AC on somebody.
Where's my Solar Crest? GH. Give me a Solar Crest now.
Radiant's top tower
Look
is
at-
under attack.
I mean, he has a cleanse too. He went Shard on this Shadow Demon. So there's another buff actually. Just
Yeah, that's good.
cleanse up the AM. It removes some of these silences.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Pretty damn good. If you can get it off before. You can also pre-cleanse yourself.
Oh, for the Global Silence counter, so you can make sure you always get a disruption off?
Yep. It's actually an interesting counterplay to this hero because it lasts a decent amount of time.
Yeah, it does.
So, yeah, some play options here for GH. And we're pushing into that like mid-late game where I feel like Nigma is very comfortable. Because they just have double the carries here.
Got it.
Miracle just cutting some waves. So Talon really can't get out on the map too comfortably. They can't even get control of their own triangle right now.
No, they have nothing. Gotta split push this map though. Gotta get deep on the side lanes between the Slark and the puck.
Looks like a Scythe is the choice for 23. No, that's got to be a Lincoln's, right? Yeah, it's a Lincoln's to deal with the Doom.
It is a good Lincoln's game for the Slark. It's just the damage ramp is not going to be crazy high right now.
Yeah, don't they have damage problems? I feel like I watched that Exorcism and it really just doesn't do much.
It's hard for him to get close with the Exo. You're dealing with Shadow Demon Purge.
Yeah.
She doesn't really have to throw it on anybody else. This DP is the only good Purge target. You have double Force Staff on the Nigma side. You have this Frost Shield and Frost Blast that can cause some slow problems.
And you also don't want to get too close to AM or TA in general, because they might just turn around and kill you outright.
I mean, Sumail's just going to Hurricane Pike you into the Nether Realm and you're going to be purged. And I mean, what is Exo doing for you?
Yeah.
This Exo is just not a spell right now. Need more Lincoln Spheres or like Blink BKB or something like this to get the DP back online. And yeah, without that, the damage just comes down to Makoto, and Makoto's just running for his life.
Another war, but GH is there. Miracle blinks right on top of him here. Oh no, he didn't get far enough away with that silence. The Waning Rift couldn't take him far enough away from Miracle.
Space created.
Was that a gem? I saw somebody ping gem at True Sight somewhere.
There's one in the base.
Okay.
It is Ollie.
Somebody bought it.
I think they're just toggling it. Or yeah, he just bought it. I mean, ideally, you kind of want to give it to Slark in these types of games, but does 23 have the slots? That's another question. Does he feel confident to carry this around the map? You need the gem for the traps, though. The traps are just destroying him right now.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Way too much vision around. So, while Nigma just controls that middle and top lane constantly, we've got 23 pushing out bottom, trying to get to that next progression, finish up that Lincolns. But I don't know how you're beating two different carries with a 11,000 net worth lead and growing.
You know how you beat two carries?
3 carries?
You make them fight each other.
Like, winner's curse? Or?
I don't know. There's no mechanism for this game. I'm just
no, you
thematically.
You did a little all chatting.
Yeah, Sumail, come 1v1 me mid. Hyphen Miracle.
No, I was more thinking that Miracle, you know, just all chatting that Sumail at his peak was never as good as Miracle at his peak, you know, something like that.
Yeah, let's find out who is better, Sumail or Miracle. Let's showdown in the middle river. Roshan pit 1v1.
23 gets off his ult, and MC used the Mana Void stun. Now that was cute.
Fancy, fancy indeed.
Well played. 5 seconds left. He does have the shard that he can use for a little bit of time for another pounce, but even if he got it off, they have way too many ways to hunt him down between the blinks and the TA traps and the shadow poison.
Those are those AM buffs. Larger radius on this Mana Void stun.
Yeah.
Couldn't have done that a couple of years ago. I was about to say, MC wasted his hoof stomp. I mean, he didn't waste it. He was trying to land it, right? But that hoof stomp is the one thing that can also cancel that Slark TP, but you don't need it if you've got that Mana Void. Miracle pulling out all the stops. Vintage Miracle this game, man. A Rampage, some small plays, anti-mage. What more can you say? Throw down a beat cap.
I'll throw down a beat if you're willing to rap over it. Maybe you should do the rap battle with Jenkins.
One of our careers would end. And I feel like his is more impervious than mine. If it hasn't ended by now.
Yeah, that's true. Jenkins, he's basically done the career equivalent of microdosing himself with poison over time, you know?
He's immune.
He's built up an immunity to being canceled.
Well, Nigma are building up an immunity to spell damage as BKB comes online for Sumail. And the physical as Miracle pushes into that butterfly. So we are approaching late game itemization territory for them, and they are feeling very comfortable about just playing for next Roshan, put that Aegis on this anti-mage and end the game. Talon looking to make sure that doesn't happen. Push the advantage here. But they're going to need a really good jump.
This game is dwelling on too long. They do manage to get the pounce onto Sumail. He breaks it and uses the haste rune to get out of there. Q quickly eliminates Kuro, so that's a nice start. But at the same time, the Silencer's already dead. Snowball on through, onto GH, who does use a shot on himself. They got the Doom out onto the Death Prophet, who's trying to keep his distance from Miracle. It's just not going to happen. A Mana Void blows him away. The Puck was still trying to go for that Shadow Demon kill, but GH kept himself pretty nice and healthy, and Sumail gets the kill on a Q before he could snowball.
Miracle just blows up Ollie while Talon are trying to blow up the Nigma supports, but the Nigma supports are a lot tanky.
Yeah.
Between the Force Staffs, the utility, the Frost Shield, that middle is just not that easy if 23 is not the one to find him. It just makes all the difference here. Once again, Jabs just has no playability in these fights. Way too much single target burst. And damn, the next Roche. Or just take your base now. Butterfly online for Miracle. Who is touching this anti-mage?
23 is going to try. And he does so by pouncing and immediately using his ultimate. Oh no, he gets hit by the Centaur Stomp from MC. He does have the shard. He's going to use that now. Depth Shroud only gives him so much cover though. Has to get out. Well, Miracle continues to go in. Him and Samael tag team in the buildings.
Give him the old circle treatment.
And honestly, this is more aggressive than they need to be. There's a minute left. Roshan could be up at any time.
Yeah, you can throw the game here if you throw it. It's hard to throw. But technically, you can. They're going to play discipline. The call has been made. Captain Kuro says, please, guys. Our score. Please.
Remember, guys, we only have one win, and that's against Nouns.
No, hey, why are you just putting Nouns down? You could say Nouns have one win against Nigma, and Nigma's looking pretty good in this game.
That's true.
Smoke flank, but Miracle just blinks into it. Global post Manta, they can get some stacks, but the butterfly
they'll get some stacks, but he is looking pretty damn healthy. And now, oh no, he tried to get the pounce away, but he gets caught in the process. Kuro was able to grab him with the Sinister Gaze. And that is kind of looking it. Oh, he's got a nullifier.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, Jabs, he just can't do anything in fights at this point.
No, you got to another Lincoln's, but honestly, I thought Slark was getting stacks in that fight. That's about as good as you're going to get. Miracle blinks into you, and Manta's pre-global, but he only got 5 stacks out of all that. I think he missed
GG.
at least 5 or 6 hits on the butterfly. Yeah, this game's over.
It's getting about that time, guys.